Welcome to Join to Learn channel. So in this video we are going to see the topic named as multiplication of matrices. Multiplication of matrices. This topic. So the topic name is multiplication of matrices. So this is one of the important topic. Important in the sense without knowing how to do multiplication of matrices, we cannot solve any of the problem which is going to come in the upcoming videos. Okay, so that is why you have to listen to this topic very carefully. But see, the thing is, it's an easy topic, so we are not going to discuss much about this. I'll just discuss the concept and I'll just discuss few examples. You have to practice on your own. Okay, so before getting into the topic, let us see the criteria for multiplication of two matrices. See, you can't simply multiply one matrix, right? You need at least two matrices for a multiplication. From 2 you can also multiply 3 matrices, 4 matrices, and you can multiply any number of matrices you want, but the necessary condition is you should have 2 matrices minimum for the multiplication. So what I am doing is I am assuming 2 matrices. Let us consider a matrix A whose order is A11, A12, A13, and in the second row we are having B11, B12, B13. Okay, now for this the order is 2 cross 3. It means it is having 2 rows and 3 columns. I consider another matrix B whose order is A11, A12, B11, B12, C11, C12. So this is my second matrix, and the order of this matrix is 3 by 2. So see, the first of all, the necessary condition for the multiplication of two matrices is number of columns present in the first matrix. So if you are multiplying A into B, so the number of columns present in the first matrix means the number of columns present in A should be equals to the number of rows present in the second matrix. Okay, so here the number of columns is 3 and the number of rows in the second matrix is 3, right? So these two are equal, so then only you can multiply these two matrices. If in case suppose let us consider that the order of matrix is 2 by 3. So if it is the order, now this is not the order, just for imagination you consider if the matrix B was having order 2 cross 3, then you can't multiply these two matrices, because see, the number of columns here and the number of rows here are not equal, so you can't multiply that. So the necessary condition is number of columns must be equals to number of rows. Okay, if the case was reversed, like I was doing B into A, so you people have to answer me whether the multiplication BA is possible or not. Okay, just think for a while and answer me. Yeah, it is not possible. Why? Because the number of columns in the first matrix, now since the multiplication is BA, the first matrix will be B, right? So the number of columns in the B is 2 and the number of rows, hey, I guess it is possible, and the number of rows here is the number of columns is 2 and the number of rows is 2. Yeah, the number of columns is becoming equals to number of rows, hence BA is also possible. Okay, but the thing which you have to remember is don't ever consider that AB will be equals to BA. This is not a simple multiplication like 2 into 3 is becoming equals to 3 into 2. Similarly, I will conclude that AB is equals to BA. This is not possible. Commutative law is not possible in matrices. When it comes to matrices, this commutative law is going to get failed. Okay, so this is the first and foremost condition for multiplying any two matrices. What is that? The number of columns present in the first matrix must be equals to the number of rows present in the second matrix. Let us explain this. Let me explain this concept with an example. Let me do one multiplication. I'll do 3 by 3 itself. You have to do, okay, I'll do 2 by 2 also and 3 by 3 as well. So first of all, I am considering one example. So I am having two matrices. A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4. What is this order? 2 cross 2. B is equals to, okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6. What is the order for this one? 2 cross 3, right? So I was asked to find AB. What is the value of AB? This is my question. So whenever you are asked to multiply two matrices, what is the first and foremost criteria you should see? Whether the number of columns in the first matrix is becoming equals to the number of rows in second matrix or not. See, the number of columns here is 2 and the number of rows present in matrix B is 2. So these two are becoming equal. So you can conclude that matrix multiplication is possible. So let us see the steps involved in the matrix multiplication. Okay. So first of all, what you have to do is write these two matrices. And yeah, the most important thing is, if I am multiplying, see, you have to remember this thing. If I am multiplying A matrix whose order is m cross n, and I am multiplying B matrix whose order is number of columns n cross p, let me consider that, then the resultant you will get some matrix, right? When you are multiplying two numbers, you are getting another number. In the same way, when you are multiplying two matrices, you are going to get one more matrix, separate matrix. So what is the order of this resultant matrix of multiplication AB? So that order is nothing but the number of columns and number of rows you have to eliminate, and the number of the remaining elements which are present, this will be the order of the resultant matrix. That is nothing but simply m cross p. So this will be the order of resultant matrix obtained by the multiplication of two given matrices. Okay, this is very important. You have to remember this thing, the order of the resultant matrix. Okay, hope you got this point. If you have any if you got any doubts, you can comment below. I'll be seeing your comments. Okay, yeah, I am multiplying these two matrices 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, the order is 2 by 2, and here what is this? This is 2 by 3. So first of all, what you have to do is you have to multiply one row of this matrix with each and every column. Okay, so in the resultant matrix, you can simply conclude here itself what is the order of resultant matrix. From here you can say m cross 3. So what is m and p? M is 2 and p is 3. So the order is 2 cross 3. Okay, so you will be having 2 rows and 3 columns, right? So these 2 rows and columns are obtained by this multiplication. So I am multiplying the first row of the first matrix with each and every column of the second matrix. That is 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4. 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4. In this way I am going to get the first element. The second element I will get by 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5. The next element is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 6. Let me expand this. 1 into 3 plus 2 into 6. Okay. In this way I have got my first row and 3 columns are also obtained. Next, the second row I have to get. For the second row, you have to multiply the second row of the first matrix with each and every column. The same way, 3 into 1 plus 4 into 4. 3 into 1 plus 4 into 4. Next one is 3 into 2 plus 4 into 5. Right? 3 into 2 plus 4 into 5. Let's strike it off. Then 3 into 3 plus 4 into 6. Very simple. 3 into 3 plus 4 into 6. What was the order we were getting? 2 cross 3. See, the order is also satisfied. You have got 2 rows and 3 columns. Okay. Let us simplify and write it down. 1 into 1 plus 2 into 4 is 1 plus 8, 9. The first element is 9. 1 into 2 plus 2 into 5 is 2 plus 10. What is this? 12. Then 1 into 3 plus 2 into 6 is 3 plus 12. What this will become 15. Then 3 plus 16. What is this? 19. Then 6 plus 20. What will this become? 26. Then 9 plus 24, which is 33. So this is our resultant matrix, 2 cross 3. Okay. So in this way we are going to do each and every multiplication. So very simple process. I can't waste much of my time on this simple topic. So I will give you the assignment. You people have to do it, and you have to comment down the answers. I'll verify whether you did in the right way or not. See, the questions which I am assigning for you is, let us consider A is equals to 1 2 3 4 5 6 and minus 1 0 2. Okay, 1 3 by 3 matrix. Then B is equals to let me think about this. Okay, 1 2 3 4 minus 1 0 1 2, then 3 rows it should have, right? Okay, 2 6 minus 2 1. Okay, what is the order of this one? 3 by 4. I want AB and BA. If it is possible, then comment down the resultant matrices of these two multiplications, AB as well as BA. And the remaining and one more thing, if you are supposed to find ABC, so someone has assigned you to find out the multiplication of ABC, then what you can do is you can simply find AB first, then you will get some result. Let us consider this result as P. So then you multiply this result with C, so then you can get PC. So PC is nothing but ABC. In this way you have to do. You can't simultaneously multiply all the three matrices at a time. So if you are having two matrices, then you can do simultaneously. If you are having more than two, in this way you have to split it out. Okay, then you have to find out the resultant. No one will ask you to find more than three matrices. So the final which anyone can ask is you to find out ABC or multiplication of three matrices. Okay, here I'd like to add few more points, or you can simply say shortcuts. See, sometimes you will be getting questions like find the number of here in I'll take this scenario and I'll ask you the question. Okay, see, I am multiplying A matrix with B matrix. I am getting AB. So now my question is, you people think for a while. Then if you get any answers, then please comment them down. Okay, my question is, you are doing AB. So I need number of multiplications required to form AB. So did you get my point? So I am asking, so you have got this result of. So let me ask you this question in another way. So I am getting the resultant matrix AB, right? For getting this AB, we are having number of many multiplications over here. So I am asking how many multiplications we are doing for getting the resultant AB. See, for getting this thing by multiplying these two, each and every individual multiplication, I want the count. So what is the count of number of multiplications required to form the resultant AB? Okay, so you people have to, don't count like this. So 1 into 1 multiplication, 2 into 4 another multiplication, 2 multiplications. You cannot do these kind of see if this is a simple matrix, so you can count on you can count manually. If the multiplication is bigger one, then what will you do? So it will take huge time. So for that we are having a shortcut. So the shortcut is, for finding the number of multiplications, we have the formula m into n into p. So this is our formula. So let us verify this formula. So what I am saying, for finding AB, number of multiplications required is m into n into p. So what is m? This is m, this is n, this is p. So 2 into 2 into 3. So 2 into 2 into 3. So totally we require 12 multiplications to form AB. Let us verify that. Here this is our first multiplication, second multiplication, 1 into 2, this is third one, this is fourth one, right, fifth one, sixth one. Same six multiplications are repeated in the second row also. When first row is having 6 multiplications, second row will also be having 6 multiplications. What is the sum of these two? 12 multiplications. So we got this 12 by simply finding out by formula. Okay, then my another question is, see the number of additions required to form AB. So you are also having additions here, right? So this is one addition, this is one addition. So what is the number of additions required to form AB? So for that we are having a formula. let me write it down. Number of additions required is equals to m into n minus 1 into p. So this is my formula for finding out the number of additions. Let us verify this. M into n minus 1 into p, then what will it become? So here m is 2 into n minus 1 is 2 minus 1 into p is, what is our p? This is our p, into 3. So 2 into 1 into 3, 6. So 6 additions we require. We can also check manually. So this is one addition, this is second addition, this is third addition. So if you are having 3 additions in the first row, the same number of additions will be present in the second row also. So what is the 3 plus 3, value of 3 plus 3? This is nothing but 6. We got this directly from the formula. So these kind of questions are not expected in your SEM examinations. So no need to worry much about this. Just you have to remember the shortcuts. Whenever you feel the necessity of finding out the multiplications and additions, you don't want to do all those things. You don't want to count it manually. You can simply do this multiplication. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is about multiplication of matrices. It's a simple one, so I did not discuss much examples on this. So you have to practice on your own. Okay. In the next video, we are going to cover determinants, which is also one of the prerequisite of your syllabus. So after that, we will enter into the syllabus. Okay. Okay, then thank you for watching. We'll catch up in the next video.